happened on 8th, 2023. We got 10 plus games. Let's talk about it. The first game is the Sixers without Joel Embiid beat Detroit Pistons. Yeah, sure. Harden played just 28, had a triple double. Tyrese Maxey had 23. And every time Joel Embiid is out, Montrezl Harrell and Paul Reed are the guys that we could look to stream for just one game. You know, usually not too many value to be honest, because they're gonna split the minutes. But Paul Reed is the better option, especially when it comes to category. DeAnthony Melton, pretty poor game. In category leagues, I'm still gonna hold on to him to see what the minutes looks like the next week or two. If he's getting like 20 minutes, yeah, then he's just a streamer. And Tobias Harris had 12 points, yeah. It was a blowout, so. For the Pistons, this game, Jalen Duren was out. So Isaiah Stewart coming, played 35 minutes, and immediately had a great game. He grabbed 13 rebounds. When he's playing alongside Jalen Duren, he's not getting that many rebounds because Jalen Duren is a pretty good rebounder. He's going to soak up a lot of the defensive stats. So Isaiah Stewart suffers because of that, because rebound is his biggest category. He's probably just going to average 6 rebounds playing alongside Jalen Duren. But this is obviously a great game from him. Jaden Ivey played just 28 while Killian Hayes went off. Yeah, Killian Hayes is absolutely must roster. He had it going offensively this game and also 6 assists and 3 steals. But mainly, he provided really good assists and really good steals. Had 5 turnovers. Yes, that's a problem. And Jaden Ivey, I think it's perfectly fine to just drop him. He's not really providing much, to be honest. Especially in category leagues. He's killing you in so many efficiency categories, and he's not providing much counting numbers. Alec Burks played 22 minutes. Diallo played 27. We see a Nerlens Noel appearance, played 13. Did not know he's on this team. Bogdanovic had 20 points. Sadiq Bey started, played 29. Yeah, I mean, all these guys are streamers on this team. Killian Hayes, I think Jalen Duren, right? Bogdanovic, these guys are must rosters. When we talk about Isaiah Stewart, Sadiq Bey, Jaden Ivey, I mean, these guys, they're not must rosters. They could be streamers. The next game is the Raptors beat the Portland Trailblazers 117-105. Damian Lillard played 40 minutes. The minutes is high for him. Had 7 turnovers. Yeah, 34 points, 8 assists, 2 steals and a block with 3 threes. Really good game. Anfernee Simons had 3 threes. But that's the problem with him. Just the points and threes, not much else. And 5 personal fouls. Yusuf Nurkic, huge game. Really good game, actually. 18 rebounds, a steal, and block, 4 assists. 5 for 9 from the field. But his free throw is a little bit suspect. That's why his ranking is not too high. If you're counting free throws, he should be like a top 50, top 60 player. He's the 95th ranked player. 14 points and 10 rebounds is really, really good. Shooting 66% from the free throw line on 4 attempts. That's why that's holding back his value. Yeah. Jeremy Grant, 14 points. Yeah, finally cools off. While Josh Hart had 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 18 points and a steal. You know, all the starters played well. You know, played okay. But their minutes, what stands out is their minutes is super high for this Portland team. So the starters, they're going to have a great fantasy year because, you know, they are playing 35 plus minutes a game. For the Toronto Raptors, OG had 4 steals and a block. Yep, the steals keep coming in for OG with 2 threes. Scotty Barnes had 3 steals and 2 blocks as well, 22 points. Both guys played well, and then Siakam, again, 2 steals and a block. Gary Trent, 2 steals and a block. Just look really pretty. Yeah, Raptors is another team that likes to give starters huge minutes. Fred VanVleet had 35, no defensive stat, but 7 assists. And Fred VanVleet has been disappointing. There's no, can't sugarcoat it. He's been pretty poor. And I don't think we should really look to buy low from him. It just seems like this year he's kind of take a step back. All the numbers dipped. We look at his rankings on the season. I mean, he's still 27th. But just 18.6 points, 2.9 threes is okay. Shooting 37, I think the biggest thing is shooting 37% from the field. We know he's not a great field goal guy, but 37 is a bit low. And 1.6, I mean, in the past, he was like 1.8, 1.9, so that still makes a difference. Um, the rest of the Raptor guys, yeah, they're not really fantasy relevant. Let's go to the next game. The Charlotte Hornets and the Indiana Pacers beat the Charlotte Hornets 116-111. All right. With Gordon Hayward out, Jalen McDaniels is a must roster at the moment, guys. Let's go pick him up. If he's still out there on the waiver wire, 17 points, 6 rebounds, still in the block with 2 threes. PJ Washington, really nice all-around game as well, with 22 points, 2 threes, and 2 steals. Mason Plumlee just continue to put up numbers. He is overall category is pretty poor, 129th, but that's because he's shooting 60% from the free throw line on 4 attempts. If you ignore that, he's probably top 80, I think. And if you Ponte another category like threes or points, let's say threes, points like 11 points is not too horrible, right? Then he who knows, top 60. Terry Rozier, again, bad from the field. Yeah, this is the old Terry Rozier now. But provided 2 steals and 6 assists, 7 for 8 from the free throw line is okay. And LaMelo Ball had a pretty horrible game. Had fouled out, 13 points. LaMelo Ball also being somewhat disappointing for a guy that's, he didn't really improve this year. Ranking wise, he's still a 20th ranked player, but that's where he kind of was last year. Didn't really take a step forward. And the biggest thing is he's shooting 41% from the field. And if the defensive stats go up, yeah, but he's making 4 threes. That's a lot. He's taking a lot of threes and making an okay amount this year. We look at the Pacers. Buddy Hield took 21 field goals, while Tyrese Halliburton only took 10. 4 threes, 21 points. But for Buddy Hield, that's great, and a block. Aaron Naismith with 4 steals, 15 points. Yeah, he's a guy that we could stream, right? For some defensive stats. Miles Turner had a steal and 4 blocks, 29 points. Yeah, huge offensive game from him. Andrew Nembhard, yeah, they all played well. All the Pacer guys had 4 steals. I mean, Aaron Naismith had 4 steals. Andrew had 4 steals. Tyrese Halliburton had 3 steals. 13 assists, 5 rebounds, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. The problem is why he's only take 10. Too unselfish. But he might just lead the league in assists this year. Too unselfish. Benedict Mathurin, 1 for 9. I think it's still fine to. If you need points and free throws, it's fine to have him. But there'll be games like this. Because other than those, he's not providing much. I think we all know at this point. And Duarte is basically out of the rotation, played 4 minutes. The next game, the biggest news here is I think KD got hurt. He's doubtful. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Knee injury. He hasn't really missed any games this year. He's been fairly healthy, playing huge minutes. So we'll see what happens. But this game, before he got hurt, obviously played well. Royce O'Neal hit 1 3, but 6 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. In my opinion, he's still a must roster. Claxton, 11 rebounds and 3 blocks, 6 for 8 from the field. Continues to play just super, super well this year. Kyrie Irving, if KD is out, Kyrie's going to eat 29 points, 6 assists, and a steal with 6 threes. And Ben Simmons, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and a block. I mean, all the net start. I mean, they're also winning games, but everybody's playing well. They're clicking right now. And then KD got hurt. For the Heat, Jimmy Butler, 26 points, 8 rebounds. 6 of them are being offensive is great. 2 steals. Bam also got hurt. Yeah, Bam had a hand contusion. Okay, so it's a hand thing. Hopefully it's not too serious. But he was minus 25, my God. Tyler Hero had 24 points, 5 threes, no defensive stats, and bad efficiency. Yeah, they shot the ball horribly, 41% as a team, while Brooklyn shot 51. But Brooklyn only won by 1 point. But the field goal difference is pretty huge. Why is that? Miami, he got a lot of offensive rebound. Yeah. Victor Oladipo, I think also a guy that we should look to roster. Played just 26 minutes here, but you're going to be a little bit careful with his field goals. But defensive stats, he gives a lot. He's going to score a little bit, hit some threes. So we should look into him. And Kyle Lowry also had a subpar game. 2 for 10. Go to the next game. The Jazz lost to the Grizzlies. Lauri Markkanen, after scoring 49 points, I think he's just been great. This game also just a bad game for him is like this: 21 points and 8 rebounds with 2 blocks. An average game, I guess. Kelly Olynyk went off 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And with Kelly Olynyk, Kelly Wessler plays 24. They split the minutes, but this is why we still roster him, right? Just 20 to 25 minutes is okay. 11 rebounds, 6 blocks. Huge numbers coming off from Kessler. Great stuff. Absolutely must roster. Vanderbilt also, I don't mind holding on to him. 25 minutes of him. Depending on what your team needs. If you don't need threes, let's say you're in a pound threes build, I think he's great. Jordan Clarkson played just 27. I think he got ejected. 17 points and 2 threes. Sure, just another game. And Mike Conley, other than the assists, what does he really give? Nothing really. I would not drop him, but I would try to, if I don't really need the assist, I'm going to try to sell him to a team that really need the assist, because the assist is really, really good. For the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson Jr., yeah, this guy, in 28 minutes, had 3 steals and 5 blocks, 8 rebounds, 19 points. He just being unbelievable this year. And yeah, sometimes you got to deal with foul trouble. Otherwise, you wouldn't be getting this many blocks. Dylan Brooks went 6 for 18, 15 points. And with Ja Morant out, they still win the game. That's pretty impressive. Desmond Bane had 24 points, 4 threes. Really good game, man. Wow, 9 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Hopefully he get back to the level where, before he got hurt. Xavier Tillman had 32 points. Steven Adams was also out. Hit a good game. I mean, the Memphis Grizzlies guys, when the starters get hurt, the next man up, they just put up numbers. Look at Tyus Jones. 21 points, 6 assists, 4 steals, and 2 blocks. 2 threes. 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Tyus Jones is a top 60 player if Ja Morant is not playing. So remember to pick these guys up anytime these guys get hurt. The next game, the Timberwolves beat the Rockets on the road 104-96. Jaden McDaniels provided some defensive stats. Kyle Anderson loved this line. 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, and a block. He's an absolutely must roster until Cat comes back. Rudy Gobert, 11 rebounds, 8 for 12 is good, but just 1 block. Anthony Edwards, 21 points. Yeah, I mean, Anthony Edwards and D'Lo, they both had an okay game. Surprisingly, versus the Rockets, you would think they would put up better numbers, but both hit their free throws. That's fine. And Taurean Prince got 27 minutes off the bench. He's not really fantasy relevant. For the Rockets, Kevin Porter Jr. just so much better. Kevin Porter Jr. is so much better than Jalen Green this year. 25 points, 5 threes, a steal and a block. Jalen Green, it's nice to see you get 5 assists and 2 steals, but 4 for 15, 9 points. Very disappointing season from Jalen Green so far. Hopefully he turns it around at some point. Emperor Shangun had 18 points and 8 rebounds and a block. Jabari Smith had 3 steals and a block. Yeah, I mean, these young guys, Jabari Smith's biggest issue is his field goal. The counting numbers, the defensive stats, the rebounds are pretty nice. While Emperor Shangun is, he's up and down. There'll be games he completely goes out and dominated the games, But now he's getting 35. The minutes is really, really good. Even with 5 fouls, he had 35 minutes. So that's really encouraging. And they're still playing Eric Gordon close to 30 minutes a night. Doesn't look like they're going to stop. In the next game, Luka did not play. So Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Mavericks 110-109. Without Luka, Christian Wood, big game, 27 points, 17 rebounds. Yeah, seriously, if you bought low on this guy and you pounding free throws, crazy good trade. Crazy good trade. He's been dominating even when Luka is playing. Tim Hardaway Jr. without Luka took 18 field goals, 19 points and 4 threes. Yeah, continue to stream him for threes. Totally fine. Spencer Dinwiddie, 21 points with 8 assists and 1 3. They all played okay. But this team is all about Luka. And then Christian Wood also been putting up great numbers. Oklahoma City Thunder, it's all about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 33 points, went to the free throw line 13 times again. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, steal a block, 2 blocks. Josh Giddey, disappointing. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Just 26 minutes, he had 5 fouls. But yeah, overall, pretty disappointing with Josh Giddey this year. But season is not over yet. Kendrick Williams, I think we could stream him with all the big man injury for this team. Had 14 points and 9 rebounds. He can provide a bit everything. And Jalen Green had 3 blocks. Yeah, great stuff. He was a -4 team, even though the Oklahoma City Thunder won by 11. So, but hey, he's been providing really good defensive stats. Let's go. Let's roster him. Let's not drop him, even though the minutes is kind of low. Lou Dort had 18 points, but 7 for 20. He took 20 field goals. Yeah, I guess somebody on this team's got to take those shots. Yeah, Shea can't have 100% usage. The Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Phoenix Suns. Yep, the Phoenix Suns, they're not winning any games right now without Deep Booker. They were the number 1 seed for a little bit, and then the injuries happened, and they just are losing every single game. For the Cavs, Donovan took just 12 field goals, 22 points, 6 for 6 from. Yeah, overall not a bad game, but for his standard, this year is subpar. Darius Garland had 7 assists and 2 steals. Darius Garland this year, what is his rank? He's drafted fairly high, and ranking-wise, he's a 50th ranked player. I thought that Donovan is the one who's gonna kind of take a step back, take maybe a usage hit. So far, it looks like it might be Darius Garland, but it's fine. 21 points, 2.43, still great, with 7.8 assists and 1.3 steals. He's providing all the guard stats that you need, so still great, I think. But I think he will put up more counting numbers if Donovan wasn't there. Jared Allen, 6 for 7, great. Evan Mobley, great, 6 assists. But again, like this looks a pretty good line. This year, he didn't really improve, but he didn't get worse, so that's good. And all the bench guys, Caris LeVert had played 20 minutes, 7 assists and 3 steals. Looks pretty juicy, but we shouldn't trust him. For the Phoenix Suns, a couple guys that we should roster. Landry Shamet, we need to roster him, even though still hit 3 threes, 11 points. If you need to look for threes, yeah, he's the guy that we want to look at. Mikal Bridges, sure. And I think Torrey Craig also, we need to look at him and roster him, although he played just 23 minutes. Dario Saric, we could look at him. I mean, they have so many injuries at the moment. Even Damian Lee, we could take a look. Dwayne Washington Jr. played 25 minutes. Is the one who popped off 25 points with 5 threes. But Landry Shamet is the guy I like the most, and then Torrey, especially looking for threes and points, and then Torrey Craig, and then Dario Saric. All right, let's go to last game of the day. The Atlanta Hawks beat the Clippers. Yeah, the Clippers. What's going on? So many injuries. Okongwu, yep. In the past week, he's probably a top 50 player. Had 3 blocks, 9 rebounds. As long as Capella is out, he's putting up great numbers, especially in category leagues. John Collins also, I think, been playing okay. Had 3 blocks here, 13 points and 9 rebounds. DeAndre Hunter. I say this guy is just a streamer, but lately he's been getting around 35 minutes, putting up around 20 points a game, 18, 9, 17. That you can leave that on the waiver wire. So sure, I'll pick him up. He's playing well lately. Bogdanovic played just 26 minutes. Let's not drop him. He went 2 for 13, but let's not drop him. And Trey had 30 points and 8 assists, pretty good. And Dejounte Murray, his assist numbers had just completely went back down to the earth. 16. He coming back from an injury, he has not been good. A bit buy low, but just be a little bit careful. I wouldn't look at him really as a top 20 player anymore. Maybe the rest of the season, top 30, top 40. For the Clippers, Kawhi played 38 minutes. Minutes is high, had 29 points. That's great. 7 rebounds, 2 steals. Yeah, to be honest, if Kawhi is playing, can't really complain. Terrence Mann, 14. Yeah, I mean, Zubac had a huge game. Yes, again, 17 points and 18 rebounds and a block. But the rest of the Clipper guys, really, John Wall, let's just drop him, right? Norman Powell had played 31 minutes. But if Paul George is playing, how many minutes is Norman Powell going to play? Batum played 28. You just don't know with the Clipper guys. Marcus Morris Sr. seemed to have a decent game as well. But you just don't know, how many minutes these guys are going to get. And that's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.